Just in time.
2 guests?
She's one of them. Look, we welcome all passengers on the Astral Express, but sneaking in like that? You have no regard for etiquette!
My apologies, conductor. It was an oversight on my part. I assumed you were already acquainted with
Oh,
the
she sounds so
garden.
familiar.
Given the chaotic situation in Penacony, the Nameless are the only ones we can truly trust right now.
You are the memo keeper.
Pleased to meet you, Dan Hung. I've seen you in others' memories. And as for Boot Hill, this is our first face-to-face meeting. I hope you enjoyed that bottle of Astana's White Oak. You sure have a refined taste.
Finally, Memo Keeper. Well, let's cut to the chase. Spill everything you know.
That's precisely what I intend to do. But before that, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Black Swan, and I serve the Garden of Recollection as a memo keeper. As for Acheron's story, I'm sure she knows it better than I do.
Greetings. I'm Acheron.
What? You Garden of Recollection shirtbag! You betrayed me!
I apologize, but she did that at my request. Due to certain reasons, I have been exiled by the family. Thankfully, this memo keeper came to my aid and helped me escape their surveillance unnoticed.
To be honest, it was more like stalking than helping. And the process was far from unnoticed. But we did escape.
I asked her to guide me to a place beyond the family's reach and to contact a few trustworthy individuals. Namely, all of you.
Trustworthy? Son of a nice lady. You think I'm dumb or
Son
something?
of a nice lady.
How about this? I'll put a few bullet holes in your head and see what secrets spill out. Then, we can talk about trust.
It doesn't have to be like that. I'm willing to answer all your questions, but not right now. If my cover hadn't been blown, we might have had more time, but at the moment, we don't have any other options.
No other options? What do you mean?
This is the only way I can ensure everyone's safety. I kindly request an immediate warp jump out of the Astana star system.
This passenger is requesting...
As far as I can tell, she's not a threat, and seems to be telling the truth.
I've briefly traveled with your companions and know their whereabouts, Dan Hung. Please rest assured, your nameless companions are safe, but they need our help. As for Boot Hill, you may have guessed, I've been waiting for you. Galaxy Rangers are known for their elusive nature and limited contact with each other, so this was the only way I could reach out to you. Only by doing this can I find a true Galaxy Ranger and fulfill a long-standing promise. To return his relics to their rightful owner.
His?
Someone once told me that every rainfall is like a gift from the heavens.
Mikhail?
A sign of
No.
their mercy upon the world. Raindrops are said to be the tears of the gods, shed in response to the sorrows of the world. Their constant pouring is a reminder that the gods haven't abandoned us yet.
Oh, she's so good.
So, how long has this rain been going on for?
I used to believe, just like you, that it would eventually stop. Years and decades passed. And in the end, such hope faded away before the rain did. Looks like the god you mentioned doesn't exist after all. Well, let me share a story with you. Mortals who walk the paths are like sailors on a vast ocean, leaving behind a trail that creates countless ripples of possibilities. These ripples last longer than the fleeting lifetimes of humans. And for some, their presence leaves such a strong mark that it's reflected in the waves.
Like those shadows on the ocean.
Sin-thirsters, the obsessions of the Pathstriders.
You're just
They
saying words.
emerge from the depths of IX, seeing themselves as masters of their own destiny. They emerge from the nihility and head toward it, leading purposeless lives. They were once my dear companions. A group of galaxy
Why did I
rangers.
say Mikhail?
Are you watching over them?
Watching over them? No. I'm guiding them toward transcendence. It was a brutal war. A crusade that shook the universe. The unwavering determination of the Hunt followers persists even in death. So someone must guide these lost souls to their life beyond. They were heroes in their time. And they shouldn't be reduced to mere puppets of the nihility. As for me, I've suffered too many losses on that battlefield to advance any further.
But you know, these sin-thirsters, they're not who they used to be.
Does this seem pointless to you? Well, some tasks have to be done, even if they are pointless.
I can help you.
For what?
For the meaning of the nihility. That's what I've been seeking.
I see. After all, this realm is off limits to ordinary souls, right? Thank you, stranger. I wish that you find what you seek.
Before we part ways, I have one more question. It is true that their actions and even their entire lives may seem pointless from our perspective. But if, and it's just an if this is what the departed ones expected, should we try to change it?
A good question. And a profound one. What I do know is that one day I too will pass away. I hope that when that day comes, someone will stand at my grave and place a bouquet of flowers.
When I appeared as a child, my speech, mindset, and soul reflected immaturity and innocence. As I grew into adulthood, I left behind my childlike side.
I humbly request your blessings, esteemed advocate of
Not the priest. Oops.
Come to me, my kinship. I have sought their presence with us.
As you wish. I have faithfully served the Alfalfa family for nearly a decade, promoting the path of the Harmony to the best of my ability. However, I made a mistake yesterday, out of laziness. I lied and claimed that everything was ready. Although the head has dismissed me as punishment, it has been tough to sleep with the guilt still gnawing at me.
Do you sincerely repent and vow to change your ways?
Yes.
Have you examined your soul and confessed all your sins?
Yes.
Are you willing to accept the process of atonement?
Yes.
Very well. Show your dedication and goodwill to the family, and you shall be reinstated among them. Now, please, leave in peace.
Praise Sheepy. And thank you, esteemed advocate.
Next, please step forward.
I wholeheartedly confess to you.
Rest assured, I have implored their presence to be with us.
Oh, great. You know, I arrived in Penacony as a stowaway. I sold everything to get a ticket. My house, my land, and my 2 children.
I see. Please, go on.
My children were starving, and I hoped they'd have a chance at survival if they became slaves here.
Whoa!
But the Bloodhound family got wind of it. They're on my tail.
The family is ready to forgive all sinners. I'll ask the Bloodhound family to cease their pursuit. You don't need to live in fear anymore.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'll work my hardest to redeem my children and make them part of the family. Praise the Harmony!
Next, please step forward.
Hey! Long time no see, Mr. Sunday.
I have sought their presence with us. Let us proceed.
Sure. Let's just get this over with. I have sinned. Please forgive me. I wasted half
What
the
the heck,
pizza at
Bart
breakfast
Simpson?
and a bottle of Soul Glad.
Bart Simpson.
That's it. Nothing more.
Do you seek to atone for your sins through good deeds?
My sins? Wow, starting to sound like a saint, huh? Well, let me tell you something. Neither the family nor you have the right to judge me. You think nobody knows what your precious family has done? About the watchmaker? Huh? Don't kid yourself, Featherbrain. Those dream chasers might be fooled by your act, but don't fool yourself. Before you start spouting off your holy verses, answer me this. Where does the power of the Oak family come from? Well, I've spent enough time in confession today to enter the Harmony's paradise, right? Then I'll take my leave. Good luck with your election, and, don't make me regret my investments in you.
Not the election.
Oh, revered triple-faced soul, hear my doubts.
Triple
Who
fist.
can judge the strong when their power hides their crimes? Who can vouch for the weak when they will pay any price to survive? Who can comfort the purest souls when even they get led astray? If the strong defending the weak is truly the foundation of paradise, then who is responsible for the suffering and anguish in this wretched world?
Brother? Brother? Brother, are you all right?
She should say Oni-chan.
Fine. I've been working long hours, and I just made a trip to Dreamflux Reef and back. So, I'm a bit out of sorts.
You've been working non-stop on the Charmony Festival, Mr. Sunday, and no one could have predicted this incident. Even if the Stellaron does pose a grave threat, I still feel sorry for all the trouble we've caused you.
No need to worry about troubling anyone. The Charmony Festival was meant to spread joy and harmony across the cosmos. But now that we know the truth, I'm afraid we'll have to cancel it.
It has always been our wish to make everyone happy, so... we'll do our best to explain everything to the Dream Master. I'm sure he'll understand. Even if the negotiation does not go smoothly, I'll refuse to go on stage. Without the
They're gonna do
Chordmaster,
something to
the
her.
Harmonious Choir would not
They're gonna
arrive,
do something to
and the
you.
Charmony Festival would be just a grand performance.
I'm relieved to see your determination. You know, since arriving in Penacony, we haven't had any contact with this Dream Master himself.
The Dream Master rarely grants an audience, even for us. But, given the urgency of the situation, he's agreed to meet us in person.
Perhaps you'll be the first guest to meet the Dream Master in years, Mr. Yang.
Let's hope we can reach a consensus that satisfies everyone.
Indeed. Let us hope so.
It's about time.
Is
We'll
he
have to
crossing
get
his
ready for the
fingers?
meeting.
Why'd he put his hand?
I apologize for any inconvenience caused by the urgency.
Don't worry. I'll be waiting here.
Dear, it's Mr. Sunday! Hey, come over here!
Thank you for everything you've done.
Can this be considered the majestic Hall of Art?
Mr. Sunday. Hey there! Okay, see the moon in the sky? It's about the size of the cap on my soul. If I
My
just
God, bruh.
reached out my hand, I could grab the moon,
I
couldn't I?
really don't get it.
The moon? You mean the Grand Theater?
Why is he talking like that?
Yeah. Look at me. I've been away from home for too long, but
Why is he a
it's
kid?
no
I'm
big
so fucking
deal.
confused. Is it
Grand
supposed to
Theater
be
here
like...
looks much better than the moon back home. They told me not to sell everything I had just to come to Penacony. How short-sighted.
Selling everything you had? Why would you go to such lengths?
Why? Can't you see? It's better to be here at Penacony. No pain, no worries about tomorrow, just sweet dreams. You can do whatever you want.
Is this truly living?
Oh, sorry.
Huh? What did you say, young?
Oh, it's nothing, sir. You see, the traffic on Glock's Avenue can be dangerous.
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. See you around, Mr. Sunday. And
I literally don't get it. Why are they all
What's up,
kids?
sister?
This is the land of the dreams. But why do they live like this? The man we ran into, he doesn't
Man?
seem happy at all. Even though sweet dreams are nice, they're just illusions. But for him, they're the only way to survive even...
I suppose you have a point. But, in my opinion, that's how most people live their lives.
She said...
Why do you say that?
She's like...
You think that man is not actually living, but that's not quite accurate. People believe they have a predetermined value to fulfill. Gaining value means gaining power, and those deemed worthless are seen as the weak. However, value doesn't come out of thin air.
Are you suggesting that this is not how things should be?
Exactly. But, ironically, people don't think there's anything wrong with it, because they uphold the illusory notion of self-value, and even the weak believe in it. The survival of the fittest. That's where all the tragedies in the world come from. No tragedies exist here, only happiness, although in its nascent form. Isn't that the same paradise we yearn for in our dreams?
Perhaps that man is just an exception. Let's not jump to conclusions.
This woman has never
We should experience the
interacted with
dreamscape ourselves,
community.
just as I did at Dreamflux Reef.
Yes, seeing is believing. I'll accompany you. The Dream Master.
Glad to meet you again, Robin. How are... It's going smoothly. You're too kind, Robin. It's a pleasure to have guests from all over the... I can't stand being lonely or bored, so... But if this went on forever, would it get Nah, not at all. Who would get tired of having so much fun? Every day, you get to wear fancy clothes, explore all sorts of dream bubbles, indulge in delicious food without gaining weight, and you never get old or sick. As long as you can afford a room, this place... But you know that only a few things can be brought back from the dreamscape to reality, right? That's exactly why I don't plan on bringing anything back. Just enjoying the dream itself is good enough for me. I mean, I'm not one of those long-living species. I only have around 60 or 70 years in this lifetime, and only in this sweet dream can I truly feel like I'm in control of my life and fate. I see. And I wish you a fantastic performance, Robin! I'm off to the Blue Hour for the ball. See you later.
Seems like that guest's perspective didn't resonate with you either.
She had a valid point, and I could sense her genuine happiness. It's just that...
What you're trying to say is, she thinks she's in control of her life. But in reality, she's just escaping from reality and seeking...
Well, she did make mention of being able to afford a room.
However, the paradise in our dreams, it doesn't have to end.
No. And the paradise we yearn for shouldn't be just a fleeting dream either.
Get hit by the car.
The scenery in this dreamscape is truly breathtaking.
Oh, Robin. Can't believe I meet... You're right.
A philosophical mind. I hope I'm not intruding.
Oh, not at all. No. With little time left, I yearn for meaningful conversations. Especially with someone as esteemed as you.
It's my pleasure. No need to be formal.
Yeah. I was part of a war, and while escaping from the Sarkosian mothership, and then... all my comrades died, and...
How... heart-wrenching.
They have. And I'm truly grateful for that. They provided me with a comfortable room, the most advanced life support devices in the cosmos, and a stellar team of caregivers. My physical body is now in the dream pool, sustained by life support. The me you see here is whole, rational, and no different from any other person. My true appearance. Well, I hope you never have to witness it, Robin.
Did he just scratch his ass?
So... you'll be living forever in this dreamscape. Right?
Just being able to live at all is good enough for me. My world has been torn apart, and my life could end any second. So, how I envy those everlasting things.
That old man's story. It's so tragic.
That's precisely why this sweet dream in Penacony exists.
What is happening exactly?
However, even this sweet dream has its limitations.
There will be a way out. Penacony is already on the right track.
What is wrong with him? Robin.
Look what we have here. A lovely young lady. Wait, is that me? Yeah. Brother, what a surprise to see you again.
Show yourself. Your trick won't work on us.
I've heard that a skilled mass fool received an invitation too. That must be you, right? Did you enjoy yourself?
Why'd you sound like
Barely.
that?
The people here are way too gullible. A little bait is all it takes for them to bite. And they run away at the slightest hint of danger. In other words, they're naive and cowardly.
Now that you've had your fill, it'd be wise to leave before it's too late.
What? Now that you have the real Robin, I'm useless? Oh, how disheartening. I've done so much for the family. You should be thanking me, because if it weren't for me cleaning up this mess, Penacony would still be in shambles. Don't you think?
That was a personal request from the head of the Iris family, and it has nothing to do with us. Step aside and stop causing trouble for the Charmony Festival.
Mr. Sunday.
The Charmony Festival? You think you can scare me? You think I have no idea what you're planning? I don't care what you're thinking, chicken wing boy. But I'm pretty sure our lovely Robin won't be appearing on stage. After all, you're well aware of what a sorry state this dreamscape is in under the banner of harmony. Penacony, the land of the dreams.
Stop it.
What's the rush, chicken wing boy? Did I get to you?
Our paradise is none of your concern, masked fool. Leave now, or the family won't tolerate you anymore.
Why did the audio
All
do that?
all right. I'll go. But Robin, I suggest you seriously consider this. Do you really believe those living in dreams can escape pain and find true happiness? Well, I've done my part. And now I'm simply waiting for the fireworks to begin. Here, the last 2 gifts for both of you. And don't lose them. If by some unfortunate chance the Charmony Festival starts against all odds, remember to use them during the show. And it'll be thrilling. Bang!
I heard a raven cawing in the distance. It seems the Dream Master will arrive soon. Let's wait here for the Dream Master to arrive.
Okay. By the way, brother, I heard you no longer have a sweet tooth. Back
Oh, they
when we
don't
were
talk.
Kids, you used to steal my desserts.
Okay.
Seems like a lot has changed during my absence. What exactly happened?
Well, someone has to stay awake even in this sweet
Is she
dream.
on tour? I'm so confused.
But that someone doesn't have to be you, or anyone in particular. You're carrying too much on your shoulders, brother. The paradise in our dreams. It shouldn't be like this. Penacony is nothing more than a dream. It can't erase the worries and pain of reality, or bring true happiness. It only offers an escape from reality. Nothing more.
Remember the old man we met earlier? Without this dream,
That might be true, but even without Penacony, he could have chosen another path. That path may have been more ordinary and challenging, but now he's in a comatose state. Is Penacony granting these people?
well, don't forget this. Not everyone really has a future. The future for humanity is like the sky for birds. People mistakenly believe that flight is
They want
inherent
to
to
hold
birds
them in the cage.
because they've never witnessed those birds crashing to their death. Do you remember how we took in that little Charmony dove when we were young?
Yeah, we took care of it. Provided food and water, groomed its feathers. And later, when I decided to leave Penacony,
Well, I didn't mention what happened to it in my letters
He's
because I
like,
didn't
"It
want to
died,"
upset you.
or-
Shortly after you left,
I had surmised as much. I knew you wouldn't have avoided mentioning the bird for no reason. To Despite that unfortunate outcome, I still believe it was the right decision. Birds aren't meant to spend their lives in cages. They belong in the sky, even if they can't fly.
Unless they're domesticated.
But here's the thing. If there are birds in this world that can never fly, can we really assert that they belong in the sky?
Are you implying that the same goes for humans too?
Let's take the Astral Express as an example. The Nameless made tremendous efforts to bridge worlds, gaining fame across the universe. However, only a few extraordinary individuals can endure such a perilous journey. That's because the pursuit of the Trailblaze exceeds the capabilities of ordinary humans. Otherwise, why would this path be filled with broken rails, an abandoned express, and even a fallen Eon?
That's just sophistry. If that were true, then only the powerful would have the right to determine the future.
Damn, I thought I wouldn't like him.
Unfortunately,
Like, he's so mentally
that's
ill.
exactly what happens. Another name for the future is self-value.
What's wrong with him?
While this world has its fair share of heroes who inspire people and garner
Yeah, I
admiration
thought
for
I'd
their
like him
heroic
less than
deeds,
Robin.
the majority of ordinary people will never become heroes in their lifetime. Some are born weak and vulnerable. Some find themselves trapped in unfortunate circumstances. Some fall victim to malice and cowardice. When it comes to survival, everyone is equal. And the weak can only watch as their value gets constantly diminished by external forces.
That's why we should care for the weak and support them as if their suffering were our own. That's what the Odes of Harmony have always taught us.
While the Harmony holds noble aspirations, the strong will always be strong, and the weak will always be weak. Even in this carefree dream. Human nature contains greatness, but it also harbors inherent weaknesses that can't be eradicated. In the end, if people can't even secure their own survival, they won't care about the illusory future of equality. As long as the law of survival of the fittest prevails, there will always be fledglings crashing to their death.
But if people don't live for the future, do they merely exist for survival? If even you, my brother, don't believe that the Harmony will save the weak, then which Eon can make our dreams come true?
People often forget that when the first bird took flight, the entire world envisioned a future where no more fledglings would ever crash to their death.
Are you reading, sister? What are you
Trustful boy.
Mr. Gopherwood gave me a picture book. It's about the story of the harmonic strings. If I could become a chord master, I'd like to summon Dominicus, the harmonious choir. I want to sing with everyone and spread our wishes so that all can feel happiness and joy.
I see. Then, I would summon the harmonious choir too.
Don't you have a wish of your own, brother?
No.
Of course I do. It's just that it includes your wish and everyone else's. I long for a true paradise where everyone can find peace.
Then, let's build a stage there and invite everyone to our performance so that both our wishes come true.
It's a deal then.
Yeah, it's a deal. But how can I become a chord master?
Maybe you will have to become a star first.
Oh.
You're back sooner than I thought. Any results?
No.
Yes. And now, it's up to us to forge ahead.
Huh. since his last will has now been conveyed, but pardon me if I sound curt. It's good to have determination. Why else would he have chosen to sleep in solitude? Well, you have the numbers. And in numbers comes strength.
We have the numbers. 5 people.
So that might just delay your inevitable a little more.
Got any more encouraging words?
As I see it, relying on Welt's negotiations alone is far from enough. Regardless of whether the other party will be compliant, negotiating simply allows us to meet them as equals. Penacony is our rival's home turf, and we already have very few chips left to play with. We're more familiar with the Stellaron's properties than most, and since it's the key to stabilizing the sweet dream...
That's right. As long as we pose a threat to the Stellaron, either with words or otherwise, we have a chance at gaining the upper hand. But the problem is, on the eve of the Charmony Festival opening, how exactly are we going to get close to the theater?
So, no one's gonna say anything?
You, of all people.
The Express crew would have been disbanded long ago if it weren't for me. So, I heard that before the Charmony Festival begins, there'll be a pageant to kick off the festival. It's called the Soul Glad TM Festivity Audition.
I'm gonna
or
dance!
something. And it's as long as we click.
So, how do we go about...
I've already procured special invite tickets from Miss Robin's fan club. To tell you the truth, I had been preparing to join the auditions all along.
So they're still running this thing, huh?
We'll follow Marge's plan.
I'm afraid I won't have the time. As a virtual character, I've already completed my final mission. Whether Penacony can await...
Should we ever cross paths again?
All right. I'll have to add to that database.
And Miss Firefly, we thank you for all your support. We're faced with a formidable enemy.
We've already come this far together. I'd like to join you for the rest of your journey on Penacony. I'm pleased that we can finally fight shoulder to shoulder.
This is also the spirit of the Trailblaze.
This is
now, everyone,
also...
let's prepare to move out.
I don't know. It sounds so odd sometimes.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Scorched Sand Hall. This is where challengers thrive and dream chasers shop. If you have ambition, dreams, and the drive, dear friend, the next superstar...
It's me, it's gonna be me.
Oh, wow, they've really outdone themselves.
Behold, here come 4 friends with spirit high and full of steel.
Is he talking about us?
Yes, you! There's no doubt about it,
Excuse me, you 4? What are you hoping to get out of all this?
As the last group of contestants, how confident are you in overcoming
This
all
is
of
so
the challenges?
fucking random.
Would you be open to a brief exclusive interview with us?
Your journey is long and fraught with peril.
The sword and rose! Protect the beauty!
What the? Argenti.
A knight's head is hard as steel. Brotherland's focus is stubborn as a heel.
People are pouring in. Kinda feels like all sorts of baddies are showing up.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, make way. Make way. Coming towards us now is one of Penacony's top 10 wealthy... Allow me to introduce myself.
Oh.
I'm the director
so
of
old,
Soul
man.
Glad's factory, Ideen Lena. My...
Hello, everybody.
Don't you guys need to hide?
Can't hide it anyways. Penacony is plastered with our posters. And because the Astral Express is so...
And she said cheese. Hello, everyone.
Don't expose my net handle to everyone. Hello, everyone. I'm March 7th. I'm an ordinary girl who loves
Her
adventures.
name is a date, and she's like, I'm an
Hello,
ordinary
everyone.
girl.
I'm Firefly. I am also an ordinary girl who enjoys adventures.
What the hell?
So it's a bunch of nameless guests. Grab a bottle of...
Gotta be in character.
Is that all?
I'm ready to dance, baby.
This place is buzzing.
That's right. This venue is a miniature representation, at the time known as the era filled with boundless possibilities.
Grab a bottle of Soul Glad.
Nameless, your arrival reminds me of the grand occasion when Penacony was first established. Once, during a particularly grueling day, I passed out and was resuscitated by a drink from Mr. Sousa. The dream-chasing era was truly a wondrous time. I wholeheartedly hope you make it to the finish.
Nah, we'd win.
That's the trailblazing spirit.
Hello, everyone! Next up, get ready for the Mega March 7th adventure, where I'm going to break the speedrun world record!
Trailblazing into the uncharted and challenging the...
I hope that by the end of this journey, everyone will have achieved the outcome that they hope for.
Okay, boring ass.
Ah, a wonderful wish!
Safety first, everyone.
What?
Simple words, but waiting for you are 3 stages, each connected to that era. And in the last stage, you will face off against a champion who has defended the title to this very day. Those are the rules. Simple. Everyone clear? Now, I hereby announce that the 33rd Scorched Sand Festival of the 20th season, sponsored by Soul...
Everyone, as the Charmony Festival is drawing closer, we must reach the march, and I haven't known Miss Firefly for too long.
Fine by me. Let's do it.
All right. I don't have a problem with that.
It'll be a show.
Time's ticking.
We'll split into the assigned groups then. Let's not.
Okay, let's go Firefly. Wow, what is that?
Welcome to the first stage of Soul Glad Enterprise. In the School of Acting Challenge, you have to complete 3 performances from 3 scripts and move. Now, make your...
I want to go to acting. Yeah. Where's the... Oh. I don't know which one is which. Oh, okay. Let's see.
The stage of dreams for those who dare to dream. Welcome to the School
Would have been faster to fight.
Competitors, allow me to introduce the rules of this challenge to you. There are 3. Your task is to bring those moments to life. Find the right word. Also, a bit of trivia. The record score for this stage is held by a participant with fiery red
Is it
hair.
fucking
His exceptional
Argenti, bro?
performance brought even the strictest judge to tears.
We are running out of time, so let's get this over with quickly.
Oh, just take a look at this pair! Such star quality. You two, are you ready? Envision that you both, driven by the spirit of exploration, are arriving at the land of dreams. You're driving an old clunker through the wilderness of the dreamscape. Now, Miss Greyhair.
Miss Grey. What incarnation?
Very good. Now, though you're disappointed, your screen partner is
This is great! I love living on the wild side!
You suck!
Very good, very intense. And then we cut to the story's next scene. You find a job mending the rails, but the days are long and your endurance can't keep up. Suddenly, sweet rain falls from the sky. Now, Miss Greyhair, what?
Whoa. Just loving.
But at this moment, your partner yet gazes into the sky, both her eyes closed. The raindrops fall, blurring her vision, and she tragically says,
Perhaps we were never meant to succeed. Right?
Oh my god, she's so bad.
Fantastic! Both of you have an incredibly solid foundation. Up next, you'll be challenged.
I hope these tests won't take too long.
Sorry. That's my girlfriend. That's my girlfriend that I hate. That's my nice lady girlfriend. My nice lady girlfriend.
Here, you two are required to skillfully picking up from where we left off. A heavy downpour saves you both at this moment. What should you do?
To make her laugh? What the fuck is this?
Right answer.
She didn't even
The
laugh.
companion-
What?
Oh, she did laugh. Oops.
companion sees you rolling about in the sand and thinks about the arduous obstacles along this journey.
I'm gonna get back on my feet and keep moving forward.
A tug at the heartstrings. The story continues to develop. The heavy rain
Business
leads you both to
opportunity?
sense a business opportunity. So you start venturing into the umbrella industry. You have no choice. The goods you stockpiled at high prices have to be sold at a loss. This is a pretty self-destructive move, which drives... Fantastic! But it's a pity. Your friend does not agree.
I leave Penacony in utter disappointment. Is that okay?
Of
She
course!
sucks, bro.
Absolutely! I was this close to tears.
She can't stick
Both
to
of
the
you possess
bit.
exceptional
My
acting
nice
talent.
lady girlfriend.
However, the true test is yet to come. You're about to encounter the harshest judge this show has ever seen.
Oh fuck. Firefly, we're not passing because you suck balls.
Welcome to the final stage. Actually, all two companions arrive on Penacony with nothing but a dream. Their desire for achievement. Many years later, their paths cross. Against the backdrop of a revitalized Penacony, the joy of reunion mixes with the sorrow of past separation, the awkwardness. Give it a shot. Try and convey this bitter.
Is this ever going to end?
Your performance is far from satisfactory.
portrayal outdoes the original. It's simply beautiful.
Oh my god. Argenti.
We have passed the test. We ought to hurry up. Stellaron is at stake.
Looks good. We gotta hurry up. My goofy ass. Oh.
Congrats to both of you for clear. Look at the time.
That red-haired contestant.
You'll find out eventually, but only if you clear the next test first. You have the option to choose gunfire and undergo brother. Now, make your.
What? Oh, I'm gonna pee.